Well, good morning. I just wanted to encourage you today as a child of God. I want to address this to the people that are born again that really do have a genuine concern about the church, American Christianity, and about our nation. I think it's becoming obvious to people, especially those that really are dedicated and love God, that we live in a country that's been blessed beyond measure. But if you read the Old Covenant about Israel, and the New Covenant is concerning Israel also, but it's concerning the church. We are the seed of Abraham if we're born again, not just by physical not just in the natural seed of Abraham. That was addressed by the Lord and by the apostles of old. We are the children of God in the Spirit. We're born again. God is a Spirit. To know Him, Jesus told Nicodemus, you must be born again to enter in, to understand the kingdom of God. That's the beginning, is to be born again. To be born again is to be to have an experience with God, where when the tug of God comes to your heart, or the conviction of God to your spirit, telling you you're a sinner. I don't have to tell you you're a sinner. God's Spirit will tell you you're a sinner. That's when you make a decision to live your own life, or to live the life of God. Well, today, to address the church, we have many that are called by the name of the Lord, but their interests are in themselves. All it's about me, my, and mine. And we live in a nation that is so prideful. I mean, so proud. And if you read in Jeremiah and Isaiah, when God dealt with natural Israel, which is a type and a shadow of Him dealing with us as spiritual Israel, I'm telling you, when people start becoming prideful and thinking that the government or the works of their own hands is why they're surviving, they are big time deceived, whether you're called by the name of the Lord or whether you're, not. But if you're not, you're just a person in the world anyway, the world system. But if you're one of God's people, God said, if my people, not the world, He said, if my people who are called by my name will humble themselves and pray, I'll hear from heaven, I'll forgive their sins, I'll heal the land. And I'm telling you, this land needs to be healed. I mean, there's something stirring inside me today that's saying, God, help us. Help us, Lord. I'm not above all this either. I have battles, and I know you do too. So I want to encourage you today. Let's humble our hearts and cry out to God to heal our land. And if we're on the verge of the Lord coming back, and that's pretty obvious, this country has turned into almost like a Sodom and Gomorrah. And if you read Isaiah chapter 2 today, take the time to read Isaiah chapter 2. It'll talk about the haughtiness of a people that are dealt with by God. This cannot go on and on. And I'm talking to God's people. We need to get away from this religious hoopla. And if you read the rest of Isaiah, read some of the first chapters of Isaiah, you'll find out that God told him, don't come into my courts. Who's required this of you? If we can't come to God with a pure heart, I mean, that's what it is. We have to ask God to purify us, to cleanse us by the washing of water of the Word today. Well, I hope this encourages you, because it's time for us to be big time concerned about us as the people of God, the church of the living God today, to be humble our hearts and cry out to Him and get our people, get the conviction of God to come on our people, that they might be saved. Well, God bless you today, Church of God.